Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do a continuation of creating my DIY concrete fireplace. So first, I just wanted to put in a few pictures of kind of where we had started and where we left off with the last video. So we already had all the Durarock up. We just needed to go in and put up the seam tape, which is what you see me doing now. So we're going to put all that up and then we'll begin going in with the joint compound and putting that over all of the seams. And I know this took me a little while to get the second video out. I was anticipating getting it out right after the first video, but just with Christmas and New Year's, time kind of got away from me and I just didn't have a chance. So finally getting it out now. So now you see us going in with some joint compound. And so we're just patching that on along all of the seams. And then what I would recommend is do a layer of or two of that, and then you'll go back in and want to just sand off any rough spots or high points before you go in with the concrete. So this is where it starts to, at least for me, kind of get fun. Because I mean, the framing isn't too exciting. It's really exciting seeing the frame come together, but the framing work, at least for me, wasn't exciting. But when I started putting the concrete up, I really felt like the fireplace was coming together and you really saw the structure. And I do want to say, if you guys are coming in and watching this video, I would highly recommend that you watch my first fireplace video, because in that one, I show you how we framed out the whole fireplace, how we cut and installed all the Durarock on it. So that one, I kind of went pretty in depth. This one's going to be just kind of like a high level because, I mean, really, you're just applying um, joint compound and you're applying concrete. So, but I did want to show you how we finished it out. It was just the first part was a little bit more of like a how to.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow. We met where the stars take their flight. Every moment with you feels just right. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Hands collide like waves on the shore. Every touch leaves me craving more. Eyes meet, worlds colors collide with you. Love's where I reside. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free. Even in dark skies, your light remains through every storm. You ease my pain, a rhythm of hearts. No need to pretend, this love story will never end. Whisper your name in the rush of the breeze. Love like an ocean rippling with ease. Heartbeats sink into this melody. You and I forever, wild and free.
So now that we waited for all of our joint compound to dry, we are at the point where we are beginning to apply the concrete. And what I would recommend is, and I didn't do this initially, um, is after you mix your concrete, you'll first of all mix it according to the bag instructions. And what we were doing was we were mixing like a fifth of the bag at a time, just because you want to mix the concrete in small amounts because it does dry fairly quickly. And that way you're not wasting so much concrete. But the other thing I would recommend is after you mix it, just let it sit for like maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. Wait for it to be about the consistency of, I would say, like buttercream frosting. You want it to be that consistency because initially what I was doing, I was applying it as soon as we mixed it. I didn't let it set at all because I was too concerned that it was going to harden too much and I wasn't going to be able to apply it. But the truth is, if you let it get to that consistency, a little bit thicker consistency, one, it's not as sloppy because I was kind of slopping it around because it was drippy. Um, but if you let it get to that consistency, it's a lot easier to apply and you can still work with it fairly quickly before it all dries out. So that's what I would recommend, working in small batches. And it's even better if you can share that small batch with somebody else, like do a fifth of the bag and split it between two people because you do want to work fairly quickly. The other thing that I will say is that we did about two, even three coats in some places where we felt like we needed to go back. I'm not going to show you guys me doing two coats just because it's very repetitive, but I will recommend that you guys go over it at least a second time, unless you feel like you get really thick coverage on the first. But really, we're just kind of doing a thin coverage, let it dry, and then go back in and do a second coat. And I actually really enjoyed this part. The funny part is, you notice that my boyfriend is not helping me at the beginning. He did not enjoy applying the concrete. He actually liked doing the framing work, so that was funny. He liked the framing. I thought that was boring, and I enjoyed applying the concrete. Um, but I don't know. I'm the kind of person, I also like painting the house, so I guess it depends. Everybody has their preferences on what their favorite part of the project is. And I have actually done this type of project before because I actually did a concrete wall or concrete walls in my guest bathroom following this kind of same process. And I did enjoy that. And I just love how it turned out. So that's kind of where I got the idea to do the fireplace in concrete. So here you already saw like what the finished fireplace looked like. So what we're doing now is we're taking that, this was an old rustic beam that I purchased from a place that sells barnwood, and we kind of had a problem here. So the beam was not planed so that the part that we wanted to put flush against the fireplace wall, it wasn't a flush plane. So it was going to be angled a little bit. And so what we had to do was figure out, without a planer, and we found out we couldn't even rent a planer that was for this type of job. Like the planers would have been for like a door or something like that. Um, so we couldn't even rent a planer to actually make that board straight, and we weren't going to buy a planer just for this project. So what we decided we would do is basically cut out these little sections of the mantle, and then we're putting um you'll see here, we'll put this in and it basically notches into it and it's going to sit on it. So that's kind of what he did to install the fireplace mantle. Obviously, if you have a mantle that's square, you would obviously not have those issues and it would be much easier to mount. So now he's just going in and plugging in the fireplace right there and then installing the fireplace itself, just installing the screws here. And then we'll put the fireplace face on. And off camera, we did do the install of the TV just because this wasn't really showing like how to install a TV on a mount. And we didn't really think it was necessary to share that part with you guys. So this is going to wrap up the second part of the fireplace install. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will be coming out with some more videos soon. Probably a DIY shelf install for my linen closet in the hallway. And then also, I'm going to do some deep clean and organizing for the kitchen and my pantry soon. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and will subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.